What makes you a winner?
Delivering for the British people.
It was a TV comedy gold moment where Trevor Phillips asks Rishi Sunak the very first question, where he says to him, "What makes you think that you're a winner?" And Rishi Sunak responds by saying, "Delivering to the people of the UK." You could just, everyone must have been watching that interview at home and just cringing, thinking, what on earth is it that you think that you've delivered on, that you've got the right to say that? And to make this whole thing all that much more hilarious is that you hear Trevor Phillips's pen falling onto the floor.
We'd had the pandemic, and just as we were recovering from the pandemic, the war in Ukraine drove up everyone's energy bills, grappling with inflation, and it was...
And you could just imagine, although the camera wasn't facing Trevor, it was facing Rishi, you could just imagine Trevor's face, his jaw sort of sinking, and the pen sort of dramatically falling out of his hand. And he's thinking, what is it, Rishi, that you've deluded yourself into thinking that you've delivered? Because unless you've secretly become an Amazon driver, I don't know what it is that you've delivered. Every single thing that I can think of is in crisis in the UK. The NHS, crisis, financial crisis, housing crisis, everything. Cost of living, energy, it's in shambles. And he seems to think that he's somehow delivering. What is it that he's delivering? No one seems to understand.
That sense, but for the last year you've been 20-point adrift in every single poll. You may be the only person in Britain who thinks that you're delivering.
You couldn't make this up. Trevor Phillips is just taking no prisoners here. He literally says that you might be the only person in the UK that believes that you're delivering. I think he's right. I think he's right. But to have the sort of courage to say that on TV, hey, you got hats off to this guy. He's brilliant.